boy ObC up in the joint, baby. Day 382, 84, whatever. Hey, guess what? Day Thursday. You know what we do on Thursdays? The 4 agreements. Oh yeah, we've been on the 4 agreements. Every Thursday we go and revisit the 4 agreements and see how I've been doing for the previous week. Or the previous day, you know what I'm saying? Previous day. I tell you what. And then, don't make assumptions. Be impeccable with your word. Always do your best. Go for the no. So that's what I did yesterday. But I was working with this client, right? This whole situation kind of got sideways. There were some loopholes in there. There were some people that wasn't always doing their best. And I wasn't inspecting what I expected. That's on me. I got some results, didn't like the results. I let the client intimidate me. There was a fear of loss in there. Because it's a big deal. It's a big sale. So it was a fear of loss was in there. And I was like, gosh, you know what? Sure don't want to lose this, man. This is so lucky, man. Hey, this is right on time. This is a place I can't mess this up. So they kind of taking advantage of that with assertiveness and kind of demands and stuff like that. I was like, at the end, came up with some fear. I said, look, this is the hardest part, right? And I don't know why it's hard, but it's the hardest part, but I do know why it's hard. The hardest part because of that fear of loss. I think I'm going to lose something. When the odds are, if I don't get this thing done in the proper manner, I almost lost the thing anyway. The thing was gone anyway. And I was like, gosh, you know what? You didn't ask for this extra piece of information for fear of loss. And you know that your boss wanted this information or else you'll lose it. I was like, shoot, I'm going to lose it anyway. Why not try to just go lose it on the front end? Easy on me, less pressure, less, pressure on us and fear and emotion and all that stuff. Man, we was up in turmoil. My boss was in turmoil. My boss's boss was in turmoil. I was in turmoil. The client was in turmoil. His friends that was with him, that he brought with him, they were in turmoil. Everybody was in turmoil because my ego was trying to avoid a little turmoil. And it really was an assumption. It wasn't real turmoil. It was fear. It was false evidence appearing real. It was. I just thought, man, oh man, I can't lose this. Yeah, man, yeah. And that's the trick. See, that's the trick. That's one of the tricks of the devil right there. Oh yeah, I didn't pay the cost up front, which is a small cost, see? That fear of loss, they play on that. That's a small cost for me to ask the extra question and go for the no. Because the no ain't never. The no meaning not now. That's what it means. But evidently, after these, all these years, it's just 1 year going for the no. I don't even think it's been a year going for the no. But going for the no is not going to pull that out of me that I still don't feel that no is forever. Because otherwise, I would have went for it. And so that's what I got to do, So I was looking at that. Yeah, I felt something back there too on the tide. I tried to get a little juice. Even though it's raining out here. Oh, not to digress. But anyway, that's a small cost in the beginning. Just like with anything else, over time, the costs and the rewards expand. If it's an investment to go down, But anyway, that was a cost, right? That was a small cost, but at the end, everybody there, the cost went astronomical. No matter, I don't tell how many lives it affected. It's gonna be repercussions today. Is that an assumption? I don't know. I'm gonna proceed as if it's not. Because like my guy said, what's in the past, can't change it. You can learn from it, but can't change it, can't go back in the past. But I wanted to just point that out, that how it kind of shows up just by not asking the next question of, hey, how did you come at that? Or I would need some more information. Or because the client said something like this, hey, the maximum number of people I'm going to talk to is 2 people, and that's it. Now, which 2 you want to be? So we said, hey, look, if that's the case, let's let this finesse lady handle it. Me knowing, right, that, you know, it might not be the best case. And it's easy for my ego to bow out. You see what I'm saying? But just because he said that, don't mean I have to agree with that. I could have easily said, but sir, at our dealership, the minimum number of people you have to talk to is 3. How do you want to proceed? Hey, it's gonna be like, hey, thinking back at it, what it's gonna be? It's gonna be that. That's right. If our minimum is 3, your maximum is 2, who gonna give? He planned on the field loss, right? And it was just an assumption. And the guy's a super nice guy. He was just throwing it out there to keep things simple. It just meaning that he didn't want to talk to a bunch of people. But anyway, we took that, man, you know, we took that in fear. We ran in fear. Another classic example, you know, me and another salesperson, we were talking, and I had a client, and then that client, somehow he got a hold of the client, and then somehow the client called me, and I go back and say, hey, well, I don't have access to this client. They said, well, soon, somebody took that client out of your name. So I couldn't see anything in there, and I said, well, that was my client, blah, blah, blah. So then me and the salesperson talked, and he was said, he said, yeah, man, so what did he say? I said, man, he was upset that his order was wrong. Whoever took his order wrong. So he think I took his order and screwed his order up? I said, look, I don't know. But he called me. I said, tell you what, let's split it. He said, I don't think so. I didn't say why. He said, I don't think so. Because you had a note in there that said that he didn't want it. And you put it to lost sales. I said, yeah. Now in my mind, I didn't say nothing, but in my mind, I was like, oh, I ain't know that was in there. So I really don't have a leg to stand on. So my ego was like, hey, well, let's just go back and just bow out. And then my go for know it just say, just let it sit. Just let it sit. And sure enough, he came back and said, hey, let's split it. He asked me a few more questions, so you think he's really mad at me? I said, man, look, I don't know. I don't know. So what happened on him, he made an assumption that the guy was mad at him. I don't know if the guy was mad or not, but he could have went for the no and called the guy. But he decided not to go for the no because of the ego. So yeah, it's just easy to let him split it since he already talking. You see what I'm saying? And I was like, I was sitting chilling, right? He came back, yeah, let's split. I said, oh man, go for the no. Oh my goodness, to go for no. So that's the name of the game. But we split it, we're gonna take care of the client, done. No, one of the affirmations, and the word is your one is, I'm willing to come last, therefore I come first. That's denying self. Now, keep in mind now, it's not carte blanche across the board. I mean, there are times, you got to put yourself first. You know what I'm saying? There are times, like they said on this airplane, you know, the airplane going down, put your mask on first. Because you can't help nobody if you passed out. Classic example. Once you start getting into life and death situations, then, you know, but as far as everyday interactions, guess what? Ain't no big deal. But anyway, back to the 4 agreement. We're still on the 4 agreement because we're making these assumptions. We're observing this fear. Because I was listening to the 4 agreements this morning, guess what they were saying? He was saying that the human mind is like infected skin. That's what he said. He He said, let's imagine the whole world, like infected skin is so to the touch. So we had to put some distance between ourselves. He said, if you had sores all over your body and the other person had sores all over their body, they wouldn't shake hands. They wouldn't be touching each other. They wouldn't be in close proximity. He said the wounded mind is just like that. He called it the wounded mind. He said it's just like that. So, since it's just like that, he said that, since infected, that you don't want nobody touching it. And a lot of folks, since everybody got it, they think that it's normal. They think that it's normal. It's not normal. He say the human mind is infected with fear. That's what he said. It's the disease of fear. And that's why we act the way we act. So that's why I love to go for knowingness. Yeah, last night I was on the site, baby. It felt pretty good. I went at it with a different perspective. Got home, did what I could do. What's the one thing I can do? See, I was getting home. I didn't have it on my 411, but it's one of the things I need to be working on. But I ate my meal. I say, man, I'm sitting here chilling with the wife. What can I do? I said, let's just move forward, man. Let's just do it. But the time, that's my body starts saying, my mind. The time, man, it's 9 o'clock. It's after 9. You're not gonna have. It's gonna at least take you. You know how it is. It's gonna take you some hours. You don't even want to get started on that thing. Let's go to bed. Let's go chill. Let's wind down. And I knew it. And then it kicked. I mean, I'm telling you, this symbiote is very smart. This ego is very smart. Know how to play that thing out. Now, the guy said that your best is in the morning. Let's do this in the morning. Because you ain't at your 100. I was like, shoot, you're right. I said, nah, I'm gonna do something. And of course, it got complicated. I was like, oh man, my mind, I can't wrap my mind what they saying. Am I missing what they saying? So, I want to dive into this, and of course, my wife come around, walking all around me, you know what I'm saying? And so I asked her, you ready to go to bed? Nah, I ain't ready to go to bed. Okay, then, so, stop hawking me. That's what I was saying in my mind. So I kept on working. Till I got to a point where I couldn't work no more. So I just said, I could have worked some more. I said, let's just go and get up. We need to plan this out for sure. So I popped up and popped out. That's what I did. And so, but I feel pretty good that I did get some of that work in. I'm gonna get some more work in today as well too. I got to get the work in. You see what I'm saying? Got to get the work in. So that's where we at. So you know what I'm gonna do for the rest of the day? I'm gonna go for the nose. I got some nose I need to go for. It's raining. I like when it's raining. Got my wraps in here. Had me a cheat day. Had me some Cold Stone the other day. But I'm back. It's not like I'm off track. It was just a cheat day. It's just a cheat day. I normally don't give myself cheat days, but need that cheat day. It was a good cheat day. Hey, it was pretty good. I was saying to myself, hey, I'm glad they wasn't close to my house. Because they just built the Starbucks, the place that I work at. Man, they there every single day. I'm saying $6 a day, every single day. I said, man, hey, but if there was Cold Stone, I would probably be there every day. Maybe not every day, but I will be there a lot. At least once a week. At least once a week I'll be there. Maybe not every day, but at least once a week. So, but you know what I'm gonna do today? Today is the rest. Go for no. Don't make assumptions. Always do my best. So I'm gonna do my best and go for these no's is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do my best and go for these no's. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do it to it. I'm gonna do it to life. Do it to my life. That's what I'm gonna do. And then I want you to do it to it too. Do it to your life. So do it to it. Let me listen to the rest of this podcast.